Hello students, good afternoon to everyone. So I am from St. Joseph College, okay, and previously we have discussed about some of the important characteristics about the variations and also genetics and also what is meant by genetics, and as we studied that genetics means it is a combination of the both heredity and also evolution. So study of heredity and evolution combinedly we consider this as a genetics, right? So now previously we have discussed about the different types of the variations and also germinal variations, homoclonal variations, and also many different types of the variations we have discussed, and causes of discontinuous and continuous variations also we have discussed. So have a look at this. Students, you just go through this and you can get the idea that genotypes are the genetic makeup of an individual, and phenotypes are the physical traits, characteristics of an individual, and are influenced by their genotype and the environment also. So this is what we have discussed in the previous, and let's proceed to the next one, that is how these organisms are going to cope up with the environmental conditions, and also how this is mainly affecting the process of the evolution also, right students? So genes, that is genetics, DNA structure, which is getting carried continuously, and so that as you can see here, eyes and also different types of shapes of the eyes, and also how the humans are getting this. Some are having a white, brown, blue color, and also black color. So different types of the eye shapes also you can see. So this is all variations we can see from the genotypes as well as the phenotypes characteristics, right students? Now let's proceed to the significance of variations. Significance means uses and why we need to study the variations. So basically variation means changes, right? Variation enables the organisms to adapt themselves to the changing environment. So for example students, now this is a rainy season as we see, and our skin also get dry up and also become tanned, and also see the situation, the climatic condition makes our body to adjust to the environment. So organisms adapt themselves, that means we are adapting according to the environmental condition. Suppose if you see in the winter season only, your body is producing more amount of the heat. Why? Because to cope up with the cold climatic condition from the outside the body, right? So that is adapting, means getting adjusted, okay? So it forms raw materials for evolution also, it is giving, and it enables the organisms to face the struggle for existence in a better way. So the more struggle taken place by the organism, the more existence is taking place. So that is what struggle for existence. See, every human being, every organism which is present on the earth is surviving in a better way, and also it is struggling a lot to get the energy, to get the food, to get adjusted with the environment, and to survive from the enemies, and also to survive from the predators, right? So even every living organism until the death, it will struggle a lot. So that struggling we call struggle for existence in a better way, okay? Now it helps men to improving the races of useful animals and also plants also. So that means it is helping the animals and also plants in a better way. It is the basis of heredity also. So when the variations and when any organism is getting adjusted, and when it is changing the body temperature, body skin color, body completely, then it is showing that heredity. It also leads to the existence of the new traits also. So new organisms also getting formed by this. Understood students? This is the significance of the variation. If you possible, take a screenshot of this so that you will be understanding in a better way, okay? Now, so let's proceed to the heredity and evolution. So as you see here students, how the humans have been changing from monkeys, apes to see, right? So up to the mans, right? So heredity and variation in asexual reproduction now we need to see. So first of all, let me know what is meant by asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means without fusion of male and female gametes. So only either male or only either female can be forming, that we consider as an without fusion of male and female gametes. Understood, students? That is okay. Now let's proceed to the next one. That is we see that heredity and variation in asexual reproduction also. Now we will talk about the continuation, what is meant by asexual reproduction and what are the changes are taking place here. So there are organisms in which reproduction occurs by asexual means. Asexual means it is a without fusion of male and female gametes, as you see here. So bacteria are there, and also some of the amoeba is there, and also euglenias are there, and some of the other organisms also are there, like many plants such as rose, sugarcane, lower animals named Hydra, planaria. As you see here, this picture explains you that about the how the euglena, this is euglena, how euglena is undergoing the fusion takes place, and also how this amoeba and also yeast cells and also some of the sperm cells, egg cells, and also flower, and also sexual reproduction how it takes place, and also asexual reproduction how it takes place. So these pictures you can identify easily by making that. So how these organisms are undergoing. As you see, amoeba is undergoing the binary fusion, and yeast undergoing the budding, and flower undergo bisexual reproduction, that is sexual reproduction. Understood, students? That is. Now we will talk about the later on classes, that is later on the topic, that is how this is happening. So in this asexual reproduction is monoparental, that means single parent is involving, and the organism produced by it inherits all the traits of a single parent. So it is almost a carbon copy of the parent and is known as its clone. So this is what we see here. So here asexual reproduction, parent body is giving directly to the younger ones, so which are looking like a same only, and there is no difference between these organisms also, right? So every mother, even mother is also looking same, and even daughter also looking same. So daughter or son, whatever, we can't identify them actually. So both are looking like a same only. Understood? It is almost carbon copy only. It is also called as a clonal reproduction. Here one thing to be noted is that the offspring is not used in case of asexual reproduction, because it is not taking the characters from the mother half characters and father half character. It is directly taking from the only single monoparental. That is why we call this as a clone. This is very important, and for the NEET purpose also, in the next higher classes you will be learning what is meant by clone. And offspring we call it as generally for the sexual reproduction. Understood, student? Okay. So the clones may develop variations by environmental factors also, and by mutation also. By environmental factors, nothing but like sunlight, and also you see the temperature, humidity, and also other things also where it takes place. Mutation means sudden heritable changes in our body also it takes place. The variation causes due to environmental factors are not transferable, but these variations which are caused by the mutation are stable. So they are stable and also inheritable. So this is how the variations can be affected. The variations may be some of them are stable and also inheritable. So heredity and variation in sexual reproduction. So now until now we have discussed about the asexual reproduction. Now we need to talk about the sexual reproduction, how it is taking place. Variation is very much common in animals and also plants which carry reproduction by the sexual means. The reason for this is the sexual reproduction is biparental, and the offspring receives some traits from one parent, some traits from the other parent. And interbreeding of the closely related individuals reduces the occurrence of the variations in the offspring produced by this sexual reproduction. So this is how the factors, that is interbreeding means within the same species, intrabreeding also within the interbreeding with different intra within the same species. Like this biparental, both male and female organisms, when they combine, gives rise to new organisms, and new variations will appear, and which are getting more adapting to more adaptations, and also they are able to survive in the environment very easily by the sexual reproduction. Understood? Now earlier views of the heredity, so that is first, before that, so there were some theories have been put for the students. So before that I'll end up this, okay, and so next classes we will continue about the earlier classes which were given by the some other scientist, okay.